Hi guys. Couple of things before I start. Really, is this being videoed? You might. I can't breathe in for 20 minutes. No chance. I'll try. Right, hands up if my training this afternoon is interactive. If you don't know what interactive means, it means you're going to do most of the work. Okay, so I just want to find out really, if you just stick your hand up for me, if you've either seen me speak before or if this is your first time. Right, that's about 3 of you that are listening already then, so I'm on a sticky wicket. It's quite warm in here, so if you do want to take your jacket off and relax, please do so. But if you get very close to either Abigail, myself, Lynn or Laura within the next sort of hour or couple of hours and want to talk to us, we're wearing a new fragrance today. It's a Calvin Klein fragrance and it's called Hint of Boona, because we all had a curry last night and we're sweating it out right now. So don't be alarmed at that. Very, very simply, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just walk through very briefly our story, our Kleeneze story, and then I'm going to share a couple of tips with you, and then I'm going to do some work based on you and based on your personality. So what I'm really doing is I'm talking to you about you. So if you want to take notes about you and how you're going to move your business forward, please do so. If you want to memorize all of the stuff that's going to be said today, best of luck. Right. Our story so far is very, very simple, as it's already been said briefly when Laura was introduced. I was a retail manager. I worked for 5 blue chip retailers. I earned 40 grand a year. I didn't have a company car, and I got progressively more fed up with the corporate life. I was working 60, 70 hours a week. I got plenty of money, no time to spend it. And I was 38. And I thought, can I do this for another 20 years? And I thought, no. So I need to find something else. As you've already heard, Laura and I joined for very different reasons. We actually joined and met through Kleeneze. Laura was in my team. And the less said about that, the better. So anyway, after a 4-hour appointment, she joined my team. No. And we joined together in September 2004. And basically, currently, there's 3 kids, 19, 18, and 13. So those of you with very basic arithmetic can work out how old they were when we started together. And really and truthfully, we are exclusively Kleeneze. We currently earn Kleeneze income, no other income coming into the household. Laura and I have basically had the same story as the vast majority of people in the audience, in so much as we have opportunities mixed with difficulties. So sometimes we have more opportunities than difficulties, and sometimes we have more difficulties than opportunities. Is that pretty consistent with you sat on your seat? Yeah? So what we chose to do is spend most of the time working with the opportunities, because we are opportunity focused, rather than some of you in the room currently who will be difficulty focused. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So what I'm going to share with you today is where Laura and I live most of our lives, which is in opportunity land rather than difficulty land. And I tell you what, it's a really nice place to be. Doesn't mean we don't have difficulties, we do, but we don't focus on them. So really, we consider ourselves within Kleeneze as players. And we have a little mantra that we chant to ourselves that I heard on a cassette a few years ago. And what we do is we play a game, we have some fun, and we earn some money. Because to me, bearing in mind my background and certainly Laura's background, we consider the concept of game, fun, and money to be far more pleasurable than work, pressure, and wages. Do those first 3 words sound better than the last 3? So we're players. And that's Laura and I. And there are three consistent things that are consistent in my life that will never, ever change. One of them, opportunity mixed with difficulty, is Laura and I are both avid, lifelong Derby County football fans. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's challenging. Okay? The second thing in my life, the point about this slide is that Derby County, however poor they may be now and in the future, I can never quit supporting Derby County because I've got an allegiance to Derby County that is lifelong. My father and my father's father were Derby County fans. I'm a Derby County fan. I couldn't, perish the thought, consider supporting Nottingham Forest. Do you have partisan football up here? So I am a committed Derby County supporter. I will never quit. However SHIT they are, I will never quit. And there are only two other things that I will never quit, that I can consistently say. And the second one is my love of Kleeneze. Because in 7.5 years doing Kleeneze, we're already earning more with a lifestyle that's better than 18.5 years building my way up the corporate ladder. My love of Kleeneze will never die, so I will never quit. And when you decide you will never quit, what's the worst thing that can happen? Because whatever it is, you're never going to quit, are you? So it doesn't matter whether, you don't get any catalogues back and somebody's nicked them, or 15 people join your team and then quit. It doesn't matter because you're never going to quit. And that's a level of commitment. And the third thing is I'll never quit loving my wife. They're the three consistent things in my life. Derby County, which is challenging, to always love them. Kleeneze, which is challenging, isn't it, to always love it. And you better believe the third one is challenging. Anyway, 2007. Anybody recognise that guy? We made a decision to go to Dallas, Texas to listen to a weekend seminar with Jim Rohn. There were 400 of us in the room, and we got an opportunity for a few minutes with Jim himself. How powerful is Jim Rohn? Anybody listen to Jim Rohn? Anybody still listening to Jim Rohn? Anybody never heard of Jim Rohn? You need to get involved with Jim Rohn. Laura used to go to bed with him for an hour every night. We also there, while we're on that trip, met Zig Ziglar. Completely by accident. Or was it? We went to find Zig Ziglar in church. The church was the size of Celtic Park. It had an average attendance of 30,000 every Sunday. And clearly we found him. Do you know why we found him? Because we were looking for him. And there's not that many people on the extra mile. And we went the extra mile to find him, and that's another story for another day. But we found him. That's where we've been. That's what happened. That's Bob Webb. Look, there's me as a parrot. There's Laura at Long John Silver. And there's Debs in our team who went as a treasure chest. I'll leave you to make your own assumptions about how she dressed.